And this is exactly what it's all about here at the BMW X-Drive Park in Midrand. As you can see, this is the experience that we're going to be jumping into in just a bit. But before we get into the vehicles in this rainy weather out in Johannesburg, let me bring you through to our interview with Taz Rampisa, who is the GM of Customer and Brand out at BMW South Africa. Taz, a very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's talk about this experience out here at X Park. What exactly is it all about?
So we actually have a few courses at X-Drive Park, varying from your young drivers courses all the way to M Performance. What you're seeing here is the skid control, which you can obviously see what's happening here, where they're teaching you about how to control your vehicle, specifically in a weather like this, that the customer or whoever is here feels more in control in rainy weather, in wet weather, that they can feel the traction of the vehicle, that they're using the technology of the vehicle to support their driving. And I think that the more drivers we get through here and the more confident they are in their driving, the more they are safer on our roads.
Indeed, because I think that's a common thread that we'll normally say as South Africans is people can't drive when it's raining because the level of driving is just not satisfactory. But this helps to ensure that that doesn't happen.
No, absolutely. And I know today we obviously using BMW vehicles and we also use mini vehicles, but these types of skills are actually for anyone that's driving behind the wheel. And so we encourage, irrespective of the brand that you drive, that you come and really experience this, participate, and the more confident you are, the safer it will be on the public roads.
All right, and of course it's just really all about the experience and ensuring that we have safety on our roads in South Africa. And if Taz, I can just ask you to move into camera there. So let's talk about the technology that is available in these vehicles, because that's something people always want to talk about. What's the technology like? What are the screens like? What are the different modes I can get? Let's speak technology.
Yes. So, I mean, I don't want to expose my age, but when I actually first started driving, I didn't even have power steering. So when you get into a vehicle like this, there's a lot in the vehicle, but all of that is to help and support you in your driving experience and to make it safer for you and everyone around you. So the traction, the skid control, the different driving modes are there to support the customer. So when you come to a driving experience course, the idea or what we are trying to do is allow technology and the human factor to meet, so that you know how the car is going to behave in wet weather, how the car is going to behave in sudden braking, how the car is going to behave when you change in directions quite rapidly. And that's what ultimately we want to do. We want to make sure that the more drivers are comfortable with these types of vehicles, the more the roads are safer in South Africa in general.
Now, you spoke about this one specifically focusing on just managing the skid and all of that. What else do we offer out here at X-Drive Park?
So we also offer a young drivers course, which is for young drivers to the name. So anyone between the ages of 18 and 25 that just wants to really feel more confident in their driving. We have more high performance courses, which are for those that are really liking the adrenaline, and those are done on the track. But ultimately what we want to do is not just empower those that are on the track, but also everyday driving. So whether you are a daily commuter, whether you're a fleet driver, whether you are a young driver, that you're more confident in your daily driving.
So typically then, what does it look like? If I go and I book myself a session, how long would you say, for example, if someone was coming for the skid course here, how long would that last? What is the different training we go through? Do we sit down and have a theory session before we get into the cars? What does it look like for an ordinary South African that wants to come down here?
So it's normally a full day course, which does start with a safety briefing, because that's important. You need to understand the vehicle, the technology, what to expect on the day, how to sit in the vehicle, and it's something that we take for granted. And from there, we then, with qualified instructors which are certified by Germany, we then take you through the different courses, and you can imagine that they differ. This one is a skid control. Ones that are on the track, then you go to the track, and ones that are defensive driving is really just around day-to-day driving, showing you tips and tricks and how to react when you're on the road.
And Taz, when we then think about advanced driving and skid courses, I think for a normal, ordinary South African, we think it sounds expensive, it sounds pricey. What would someone be looking at in terms of just those price points?
And that's a good question that we get all the time. You can imagine from a young driver's course all the way to M, they're all different pricing. And so I just encourage the viewers to visit our website, which is bmw.co.za. And something that I do want to add is that once you've done a course like this, it also improves your risk assessment when it comes to insurance. So you could actually also save on premiums. So that's something to think about.
That is something that I definitely need in terms of just getting better premiums. But let's then just, when you look at what you offer here, how busy would you say you guys generally get? Would this November, December time be a very busy time of year? Are you open to customers throughout the entire years at certain times only? What does that look like?
Yes, so we are incredibly busy, and the beauty about it is it's not just for BMW drivers, and that's important, and I do want to emphasize that. So irrespective of the brand that you drive, I think customers are wanting to know how to drive their vehicles, to feel safer in their vehicles, and so it's important that wherever you are in South Africa, if you want to be more confident in your driving and increase the safety for you and your loved ones, please do join us at BMW Driving Experience.
Okay. Taz, absolutely love chatting to you. We're looking forward to getting into the cars. So this was not part of the plan, but because I am myself, we're going to go down, we're going to get into the car, and we're going to see what I can do. I'm going to ask our other producer, Tom, to just hold our camera there, and we're just going to go out this way. Is this where we came in? Yes, this is where we came in. So you'll just follow me around. This is where we came up, just because we wanted to get you at home to get a nice view of what the course itself is actually looking like. And I'm just going to walk down and grab quickly one of the instructors we've got here. I need the vehicles not to move so fast while I'm walking down. All right, so we're going to take a quick ad break right here on Morning Life, but when we return after the break, I will be in one of these cars in the skid course out here at BMW X Drive Park. I'm excited and I'm nervous. We'll see you back after the break.